I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Have you anything that will protect against cold, Wyker?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But wide walking? God knows what will stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Look at you. You're all scaly.
The little boy looks at you. He picks his nose.
And got you a tail. That's disgusting. Don't be rude, Ben. He's a lizard. It's not his fault he's ugly.
They stare at you in disbelief. Then they start laughing.
You're weird. We're waiting for our friend. He went for a swim. He'll be back soon. He went swimming all the way to Fort Happy. Fort Joy? That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back. Cool. How did you know that? Lizard, have you seen our friend Joe?
Tell them the truth about Joe.
The truth hurts, but they'll get over it.
The children turn to each other, relieved.
See, Ben? I told you so. If Fort Joy wasn't nice, they'd come home to Driftwood. Well, I guess so. Thank you, Mr. Lizard. Now, if you don't mind, we're busy waiting for our friend. Bye-bye, Lizard.
The kids turn back to the water. Ben picks his nose.
Latest news! Fresh from the War Owl! Hear all about it! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Figured you'd ask me about that. Ain't looking too good for you, lizards. Word is, the Divine Order's gonna hit your empire, and hit it hard. You remember what happened to the elves, don't you? Ain't no one left standing when you treat them to death, Frog. You're lucky to be so far from home, and no mistake. 7 save us. Stabbed in the back he was by them vile, low-born, treacherous seekers. Kill 'em all, I say. Do 'em like Magister Raymond did old Lady Seaver. That'll teach them traitors. I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? The son of the Divine is dead. Gone. Who'll save us now? Jolly Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Ha! Scourge, more like. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way to the execution grounds. Didn't even give them the dignity of the sword, no sir. Had them all hung. Real slow like. You ask me, and I say she's mad as a mink with its tail on fire. Queen or no queen?
Yes, of course.
We pay more for less, and it's the likes of you that's to blame, Lizard.
Well, hello, stranger. Interested in Driftwood's finest catch?
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours and, in one case, 3 heads.
It's free to look. Just don't touch nothing unless you're going to make my purse jingle.
I'm all right.
Fair travels, friend.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Have you anything that will protect against Voidwaken?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But Voidwoken? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
Let it be known henceforth to each and every subject here and everywhere that, in the absence of our beloved Alexander, Bishop Divine, slain with malice and injustice by foul sorcerers, as were let fly by the perfidious lizards of the ancient empire, with the aid and abettancy of the treacherous dwarven kingdom, the Divine Order of Lucian is now led by his son's most trusted intimate and advisor, Dallis, Hammer of the Divine, Saviour of the Sorcerers, and new Deliverer of the peoples of Rivellon. The Hammer shall take counsel from her most trusted advisors. 7 times blessed.
Surrounded by incompetence. Deserve a better post. Elsa, my inkwell is
Course,
dry.
sir.
Fetch me some more.
Right away.
The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want, lizard? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. This isn't the ancient Empire, serpent. Now answer my bloody question. What are you doing here? You can circle the poles twice each for all I care, as long as you don't interfere with my investigation. Yes, a vile little tinkerer goes by the name of Higba. 3 of my Magisters have gone missing of late from right here in Driftwood. All signs are that Higba is responsible. The fiend's greed gave him away. He was peddling items that belonged to those missing from our ranks. He saw my men before they could seize him and fled. Desertions? Well, what do you know about desertions?
You keep those opinions to yourself. We've had enough desertions as it is. The veterans disgruntled with the new leadership. But they slip away in the night, taking supplies. Cowards and traitors, all of them. I'm looking for loyal magisters, vanishing in broad daylight. Desertion just doesn't fit. Catching, killing, I don't care. There'll be gold for whoever puts an end to this rat. If you see anything, tell me or my men at once. Otherwise, keep the hell out of our way. Bellwether, I need those reports down.
Magister Regional Headquarters and Jail, Driftwood.
My career is at stake.
You can't go in there, mister. The Meister isn't home and the Magister's locked her house up for her. They was very angry about it. They said mean things about the Meister and they left a mess, a big one. She's my friend. She was one of the Magisters once. She was very high up. She used to look for God people and help them. But then she stopped that and just stayed in the house all the time. She used to play with me, but then the Magisters took her away, they did. They took her outside the village. I'm not allowed outside the village.
She looks around theatrically to see if there's anyone listening.
When the wind blows from over the stream, I can hear the Meister. I can hear her crying.
She gives you a look of the darkest meaning. Then she takes a deep breath, puts on a happy smile, turns and skips away.
Blessings of the divine upon you, good sir. My husband and I were just sitting down for a picnic under the sun. We haven't much to offer, but would you care to join us? Wonderful. Come, sit. Oh, it's lovely to meet new people on the road. There you go, all cozy. So tell me, are you heading to Arks like we are? Nicholas and I wouldn't miss Lucian's Day for the world. That's so lovely to hear. The more pilgrims pray for his return, the sooner Lucian will walk among us once more, just like the prophecy says. So come, let us break bread and strengthen ourselves for the journey. We have a sacred duty ahead of us in the holy city of Arks.
You eat, drink, and have a good time of it with Glory and her husband Nicholas. After the meal, you express your thanks and take your leave.
We're safe among friends.
East, Marketplace. West, Driftwood Fishworks.
Magister's dropping left and right. Can't say I'm shedding any tears.
Please. You there.
I need those reports, Captain.
Where is it? Where is it? Sir, please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about? Blast! It's gone for good, I fear.
She rubs a hand over her smooth head, then suddenly looks up at you. Her great greenish gold eyes are alive with worry.
There isn't any chance you could spare a moment to help me look, could you? I wouldn't dare ask it if it weren't terribly important.
Tears star her eyelashes, and she begins to weep. She takes your hand.
I know. What a crybaby I am. It's just... you're so kind. It's been a difficult day. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it. Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I stole it.
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never.
She reaches out as though to shake your hand, but stumbles, falling a little into your arms. She laughs, embarrassed, and quickly rights herself.
Terribly sorry. I'm not in my proper mind today, it seems. I'll keep looking myself. Good day to you.
Driftwood, home of the Black Bull Tavern.
Why the devil is this stall out in the open?
This fish is ugly.
Good. This town has enough problems. Tell me, have you seen a man around here? Grey beard, grey cloak, a look of madness in his eyes.
The Magister's eyes narrow, and her lip curls as she assesses you.
It's vital that you report anything unusual. We must know. Is that clear? He arrived in Driftwood some days ago, dressed as a tinkerer. He bought and sold a few knickknacks. But we thought nothing of it until our brothers started vanishing. As soon as he knew we were onto him, he ran. We think he's hiding in here, but he's a canny one. Now, be on your way. Who knows where he could strike next?
Noblemen for insubordination!
Bloody useless. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point?
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
What are you doing, lizard? Trying to get the drop on me? Sneak up and slit my throat? Empty bluster, serpent. Now leave me be. My Magister comrades are missing and I'm going to find them. I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor. 3 Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all, but they're wrong. I'm certain of it. He might be a greedy little junk peddler and a sorcerer to boot, but hardly capable of seizing Magisters. That's what I'm intent on finding out. This tavern is full of scum and degenerates. The true culprit could easily conceal themselves amongst them. I have to keep investigating, keep the pressure up. The culprit will make a mistake eventually. If you see anything suspicious, let me know. How about sense of honor, lizard? Or do you even understand such a thing? You do that. Now away with you. You can figure this out. Come on. That's no good.
Smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
That's no good. Come on, damn you. Think.
Killed by sorcerers. A most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void.
You got nothing to hide. You got nothing to be.
Keep your eyes peeled for a dream. Ramos the Wanderer promised he'd be here.
Caging anyone up that looks at them.
Path thus ended.
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the sparkling ale.
And that. Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a pretty shape.
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim barlight.
Bottoms up. Can you just not? Cheers to you, me, and...
Her gaze swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Never mind. Cheers to you, me, and me again. Another. What do you mean? Changing times or whatever.
She raises a glass and glances at yours on the bar.
The changing times. Ah, down the old ouch. Oh, reckon that was. Reckon a one too many.
For Alexander the Innocent. Killed by sorcerers. A most vile incident.
Dwarf,
a valiant warrior against the void. Taken too early. All hope destroyed.
Damien was kind of cute, though.
Path thus ended. The conclusion of a noble bloodline.
Let me tell you something.
Who shall rise? Who gains the title most
Damien
divine?
was kind of cute, though.
We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the 7 usher us to paradise against
Don't expect
all
no
the
small
odds.
portion.
Pretty good, ain't he? Probably ain't against writing a poem for a lizard either, if you're all polite and whatnot.
You have interrupted my newest masterpiece!
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns to his poem, but his voice cracks mid-verse.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my muse has been begging me to write something new. Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime. Magnificent! But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face some difficult questions. Are you prepared to answer?
He stares at you for a few torturing moments.
Let's cut to the chase, lizard. Your kind has built an empire on the backs of slaves, reaping the rewards of the innocent's toil. Do you condemn your kin?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
It isn't just slaves that suffer, though, is it? You eternally seek perfection, though offer no room in the creaking empire machine to the sage or the savant. What say you? This superiority complex, this haughtiness, so cold. Others see you for what you truly are. Monsters. Loveless, heartless, ruthless. You know it to be true.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completed another modern classic. Listen now, and bask in its resounding refrain. Behold the lizard's noble, graceful carriage. Their social norms I never could disparage. As slaves, their servants often are portrayed, yet still with food and bed are rightly paid. When genius is average, cream always rises. Ambition is all, a life of few surprises. The time has come to ease their daily grind and insist their hearts to overwhelm their minds.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared.
I doubt a reptile could appreciate the beauty of Barstan's gentle melodies. I consider myself fortunate to be carried to paradise by his silken voice.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloth, the weight of your bag. A moment passes. Then a smile creases his face, a smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic, a smile that doesn't reach his eyes.
Greetings, my lord. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing bowl of stew?
Ambition is all, a life of few surprises.
See the cook for stew, friend elf.
And insist their hearts to overwhelm their minds.
See the cook for stew.
Finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion. After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds. And the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Oh, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you in, well, Void-Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Leo, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a void woken. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'd do anything to get them back. Of course. Of course. We'll, discuss the specifics once you've returned. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day. Good luck.
See the cook for stew, friendo?
Graceful carriage. Their social norms I never would disparage.
I'll take your order if you're polite, elf.
Yet still with food and bed are rightly paid. When genius is average,
See the cook for stew, friend elf?
ambition is all. A life of few surprises. Time has come to ease
See the cook for stew, friend elf?
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Well, I look forward to beating the shite out of you then. Bye now. Till later.
their servants often are afraid. Yet still with food and bed are rightly paid.
I'll take your order if you're polite.
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins, unpleasantly.
Loha didn't tell me to let anyone of your description in, so why should I?
I'll take your order if you're polite.
Curio. What do you want, reptile? Good. Keep it that way. Before you go, help us settle an argument. Tatcha here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Tatcha grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards, and Tatcha here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
They look at you expectantly.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
Tatcha looks victorious. Eden looks annoyed.
You're as bad as she is. Get lost then, you're no use to me.
Eden turns back to her drink. Tatcha smiles goodbye.
Curiosity
And you
kills
can't
the
be too
cat,
careful,
or
you
gets
know.
it sent to
If they
Fort
get
Joy.
Alexander, they get any of us.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one
Shame
night
it
with a
is.
An absolute shame.
Oh no, can you believe it? The divine son slaughtered like a supper lamb.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't needing one sick and avoid woken on me.
You said it, Hilka. You're a true patriot.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
This is more like it. This room has standards.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
You've got to pick who you can trust.
Then you're an idiot.
You got that right.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rocky shallows. And all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop. The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
She tips you a wink, then turns away.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
From a mile away.
Then you're an idiot.
You know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
Here now, when one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see. Have you a reason for barging into my room, sir? Which is what killed the cat, remember? Still, no harm done, I suppose. I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, at your service. Of course they are, as good bodyguards should be. I'm a wealthy man, and wealthy men need protection, especially if they accompany their wealth. The merchant's burden, you see. He must escort his merchandise, always. Travels, you say? And why would you assume I'm a traveling man?
He laughs heartily.
Of all things, I wouldn't have thought my accent would give me away, but you're quite right, of course. I am traveling, yes, to Arx. Lucian's Day will be upon us soon, a celebration no man with a heart that is both as pious and mercantile as mine should miss. I go because it is every citizen's duty, our communal obligation to chant the rites of the return and pray for Lucian's divine resurrection. That said, I do have more secular motivations as well. Arx positively overflows with pilgrims during the festival, pilgrims and their purses. As a merchant, it is quite my favorite day of the year. Music to my ears. A happy accident after all, you're barging into my room. If there's anything else you need, know you're always welcome.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
What on earth is that noise?
That would be my stomach, my lord. Perhaps I could go downstairs for a bit of stew?
Absolutely not. The coffers, man. The coffers, they're to be guarded day and night.
And you can't be too careful, you know?
Yes,
Don't
of
get
course.
Alexander, don't get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as radio.
Curiosity killed the cat. We'll get it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Who rings the bell?
See the cook for stew, friend elf?
Nah.
I'll take your order if you're polite, elf.
Nah.
As slaves, their servants.
I don't give a rat's ass what they say downstairs. The Magisters is all that stands between us and the Voidwoken. We should be grateful.
Ambition is all. A life of human right.
I'll take your order if you're polite, elf.
Nah.
I'm telling you, if you got nothing to hide, you got nothing.
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins unpleasantly.
Loha didn't tell me to let any pretty lady in, so why should I? Nice try, Honeyplum, but you're a bit of a tall order for me. Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins unpleasantly.
Loha didn't tell me to let any blushing scaleface in, so why should I? You can't buy my friendship, but you can buy 10 seconds of me eyeballs examining the ground for, oh, let's say, a small fortune. You look like you'd be good for it.
He pockets the coin and gazes dramatically at the ground mere inches from your feet.
I've spotted something.
Look at that. A fresh face. Shrewd and sophisticated. Like any true lizard. Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, Dan? A sip or a smoke? Aye, so it is. But not just any Druidnay. Oh no. My own special blends. Further down's the arena, see? And the gladiators are always on the lookout for an edge. I give them that edge. You could say that my darling herbs flower in the flesh and blossom in the brain. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom? No problem. In return for a reasonable donation, that is.
Effie digs all kinds of outlandish herbs from out of the depths of many pockets and mixes them with the patience and skill of an alchemist.
Much obliged, Governor. And here's your blend. Just take it to that big beauty of a pipe over there and have a blast.
Watch 'em fight. Watch 'em. See that? Right in the kisser. Doesn't.
Bugger off. Can't you see I'm trying to relax? Who? Me? You're nuts. I'll bet you did. So why'd you let me get close enough to nip some gold right out of your pouch, right? Now, like I said, please kindly bugger off. Whatever, Mum.
Hail, stunning creature. Call me Dorothea.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck, hot, moist.
Oh, yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain with those I deem deserving. Those who have accomplished great things. So, tell me, are you worthy of my gift? Oh dear. You assume your reputation precedes you. And I'm afraid that I can't honor such idle bragging with my favors. Surely you've accomplished something of note. Indeed. This is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described heroes I've known. So, tell me, are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? Oh, make no mistake. Your body would be to my taste. But I am interested in probing deeper. You have a need. To expose it, look into my ring and tell me what you see there. Gaze into the gem, Scaled One.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of pure source, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors and fuzzy images. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
Yes. I see you clearly now. It is power you seek. To conjure maelstroms and command the light to drive away shadow. I will fulfill this desire. In return, I ask for one thing a kiss.
Dorothea sighs, a fusion of a kitten's purr and a cockroach's clacking.
For me to help you, our souls must touch. And a kiss brings our souls closer, does it not? It shall fulfill both your desire and mine.
Mercy, mercy.
Most delicious. Meet me around the corner, and come alone. An audience is not required.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that a drop of blood seeps out. Blood and something else. Something green.
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet I think a kiss is the height of intimacy. Now come closer and receive your soul's desire.
You draw closer and close your eyes, eager to feel her lips on yours. Yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider. Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled, as if filtered through a glass wall.
You desired power, and so it's yours. My venom seeps into every pore. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment. You've seen my true self. There's nothing more to know.
She kisses her forefinger, then presses it against your scaled forehead.
Now go.
Red Prince, your majesty, you live. Oh, much have I prayed to seven-blessed Zolstissa that she would keep you safe. My praise is my pride, your highness. Many long hours I have passed here, waiting for your royal self to break through the smoke. I must speak with you, Red Prince. I must speak with you of Bramos the Wanderer. Indeed, great prince, but...
He looks around the hazy room with hasted eyes.
The House of Shadows stirs. Yes, sire. The Honorable Bramos sensed them closing in, you see. He had no choice but to flee from Driftwood. A little ways east he went, in search of safety, to an encampment of paladins.
You will find him there, Majesty. And with that, I have told my tale. Prince of Princes, I am humbled and grateful.
He bows deeply, as reverently as one would before a god.
What do you want? Boss is busy. Loha, you've been living under a boulder. Good. Boss could use some good news. Listen up. Don't waste his time. These are explosive times. Be respectful.
Not no more, she ain't.
Come on. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This.
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper. Bart, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here.
Working for the DO, I bet.
Brave lad, all sitting here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. Family matter. She's one of mine. Acting like her brains are scrambled, though. Came after me with a knife. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. Scar slowed down the knife. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? I've got people. They've got people. People talk. The Magisters never shut up long enough to listen. But me, I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? So, what do you want? Reckon I do. Knowing Seaver, she sent you looking for sorcerers, I bet. I could help you, but last I heard you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all that hurts would I help a worm like that?
An unpleasant smirk twitches around the corners of his mouth.
Right. I reckon I could help you out, depending on what you can do for me.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy. That'd be up to him, wouldn't it? No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own.
Good.
One more thing. Like I said, Mordus is a sorcerer. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
Tell the truth now. Who was innocent?
We ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
Down for a little scuffling and tussling? Let's see if you got some fight in you. Well, that just may interest our current champion, Murga. She'll want to talk with you herself before she'll assent to any challenge. Watch your words, mind. She takes against you, there'll be no talking yourself into her good graces again. On your way, then.
Is there a void woken down there? Must be one strong force field keeping it inside.
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits obscenities down upon a caged void woken. She exudes a powerful air of menace and an even more powerful odor of old sweat and dried blood. She spies you and glowers.
More fodder for the arena. Let Murga the champion test how good your reflexes are.
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs your hand and pulls you down to the ale-soaked table. Never losing eye contact, she begins arm wrestling you.
Ha! Your science won't help you here. In the arena, you must be willing to suffer if you want to achieve greatness.
She glimmers in and out of view, merging with the shadows. Crowing, she slams your hand down into the table, hard enough to draw blood.
I bested that voidwoken below us, you know. Dragged that scaly lump down there with my own 2 hands. So, since you can't hope to beat me, what is it you want down here? Ah, based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge your baby steps. The lion judges not the pussycat, eh? Cute. Takes a whole lot more oomph to get a rise out of me, though. Ah, go talk to the raucous one. Tell him I sent you, and he'll set you up for a challenge. Prove yourself worthy fighting my acolytes blindfolded. Then, I'll knock your teeth out.
figure it's time to prove yourself. Let's get it done. Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd'll get its money's worth, for sure. You accept her challenge, do you? All right, just make sure to keep the blindfold on. You take it off, you lose the challenge. Real simple. In any case, you're in for a treat, laddie. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's coming along with you?
Glory is mine.